the entire concept of objective journalism came out in the early 1900s, at a time when, the newspapers evolved and the technologies evolved, and there was eventually this fast printing press, and they were able to create newspapers very fast, and it was all sensational stuff. All the newspapers were selling, they were trying to sell papers, and so they were trying, everything was scandal, and they had political parties that they preferred, and they would just shoot scandal out at each other. They were really, invective about the president, about the secretary of this and that, and they hated governors, and it was very much like it is today. And it wasn't until the early 1900s when a failing newspaper, the New York Times, was bought by a guy named Ochs, O-C-H-S, and he innovated. He saw a gap in the market. He saw people who wanted a more straight news, right? Because the world was crazy and there was all this stuff and nobody knew what was up. And so they invented this concept of objectivity in journalism, and really the way you do that, because people are not objective. Writers, you can't be objective when you create a work of art, and the news is also a work of art like any other human endeavor and construction. You have these norms about titles that are less sensational, and try to get the facts here and then later put some opinion there. But the truth is, it's a work of art. The moment they bring your attention to something, it's a subjective choice on their part to say that this is an important thing to pay attention to. It's a subjective choice every step of the way in terms of how they describe the thing. And we just need honesty about that. And so objectivity was a constructed thing in the early 1900s, innovated by the New York Times, which is why they got to be legend, and they set a mode and a model for really lots of newspapers around the world that started to take on objectivity, presentation of objectivity, again, which even that is just helpful in some way to speak in a way with an attempt to reach objective facts is great. The way you improve that even further is to acknowledge that not possible, right? We are here are the things we're alerting you to, and here's why we're focused on this story, because we are an organization and we are people who value this, and I'm a writer who is X, Y, and Z, and these are my experiences and my values, and to put that out there front street.